in what was happening. Cleveland had all control, and LeVert has taken it back for the Pistons. Stays out there. Robinson, Cunningham, Duren, and Holland rounded out, and LeVert.
And Duncan Robinson setting the ball screen. Karis LeVert with the reject and just getting his game on the baseline.
Kick it out. Mitchell looking for his first points. Can't find it.
Interesting to see. Donovan's going to have to get going here in this quarter for the Cavs.
They are now 2 of their last 14 from the floor. This vaunted Detroit defense has stepped it up.
Last play, as you mentioned, making them pay.
Duren on the outside. 8 to shoot. Cunningham surveys. Duren's going to attack. Right at Mobley. The slow step for the deuce.
And we haven't seen dribble isolations, but there he wins the battle, and maybe that jump starts his offense.
Merrill drive and kick. Open man is Mobley, and he's on target.
Off the bounce three.
Still a lot of contact between Robinson and Merrill. Now Robinson will drive, hook float, and he's fouled. It's the second foul on Sam Merrill in the first 90 seconds of this second quince in the second half of game 1, and certainly all of game 2.
Well, no, it's something to watch for, because it's not like his game is just to stand still. He flies around on both ends. He runs you off screens. And that's certainly something to monitor here.
That's a great stat.
I agree. Shout out to our department for putting it together. Mitchell, kick it. Strus, open look. Hits a 3.
His open shooter and Max Strus.
Cleveland now 5 of 14 from 3. Detroit efficient 4 of 8 to start this game. LeVert, tough one. That goes!
In a variety of ways.
His highest of this playoff run already with 12 points. Mobley had it stripped by LeVert. Strus with space. Short on this 3. Thompson back on the floor with the 2 fouls. Duren, Robinson, Cunningham, and LeVert. LeVert! And he finally cools off. Just his second miss so far tonight. Mitchell drive and kick. Strus on the attack. Floated inside. A little high for Evan Mobley and a turnover. And then takes it right back. Strus taking off for 2.
Wow.
Strus has brought the juice. Duren will try. Comes up short. Screen for Merrill. Mitchell put the head down on Robinson. Outside Harden. Merrill, the open man. Connects on a 3. He was impressed.
That was impressive. That was a clinic, not the play with the television.
Well, I learned from the best. Stars here, you got to show up.
No doubt. The NBC tradition continues as Thompson finishes for his first bucket of the night. Mobley getting aggressive. Harden all day to tee it up. Strus with a back tap. Harden claims it. Robinson a lot of contact, and Harden does sell it. Mobley and Harden, and a kickball out of bounds off of Cunningham. And 0 points for Detroit off of those turnovers. It has been a theme throughout these playoffs so far, and this series in particular. The team who has won that turnover battle has generally won the game. Another good look, and another hit for Merrill.
Right now, but the defense continues to collapse on dribble penetration, and Cleveland just making them pay from the three-point line.
11 points, 4 assists for Harden, and then the strip on Duren. Schroeder off to the races. He'll slow it down and wait for reinforcements. It's Harden against Robinson on the drive, and the kick. Extra swing. Merrill off the heel into the hands of Harris. Harris, lob it inside, and Duren guides it home.
What a fantastic pass and transition there from Harris. And look, right now, Detroit, they haven't played well. It's a tie game here.
They're leaving Merrill, and he can't make him pay this time.
He's got high quality looks here these last 3 or 4 possessions. Knocked down the first 2, hasn't gotten the next.
Always talk about that math discrepancy. 3-point attempts way up for Cleveland. They force another turnover defensively. 20 attempts for Cleveland, just 9 so far for Detroit. And the Cavs 7 of 20 from the outside. Schroeder will try another one. Weak side rebound. Wade couldn't squeeze it, and it's taken away by Harris. No real numbers. Cade doesn't care. He'll go right to work at Schroeder. Draws for contact and floats it home.
But off that stop, Detroit was opportunistic that they looked to go get the
Points and 4 assists, coming off his second triple-double in his playoff career. That's now tied for the most in Detroit history with Isaiah Thomas. But the 6 second-half turnovers really plagued his team down the stretch, and he took full accountability for it post-game. Schroeder, nylon from the outside. 8-3 of the night for Cleveland compared to just 4 so far for Detroit. Cunningham working on Wade on the drive and the kick. Thompson gets it right back to him. 6 to shoot. Hook it inside. Good catch in traffic for Thompson. Nearly traveled, then he threw it away.
And right there, James Harden just in the
Cam, Duren, and Harris. Barrett Allen back on the floor. Wade, Harden, Schroeder, and Merrill round out the 5. It's past the midway point of the second. Schroeder had it knocked away. Picked clean by Harris on the fast break. LeVert, that was awkward, but it was effective.
But it's been an issue for Cleveland all playoffs long. We've talked about Detroit's issues taking care of it tonight. It's certainly something the Cavs have got to guard against. Active hands there. I believe Tobias Harris, he gets a piece, and that starts the break for the Pistons.
First points off of turnovers for Detroit, and they get another one on that next possession. 5th turnover of the night for Cleveland during the early post, and he was surrounded and hit.
Make him be a volume 3-point shooter.
Half the shot clock on here for Cunningham. Now it's Harris against Harden. We're going to back him down with 5 to shoot. Cross, drive. Harris had a block by Jared Allen, but recovered by Stewart. And a timeout, Cleveland.
paint here, so let's see if he can adapt and adjust.
Mitchell became just the 5th Cavalier with 30 points and 10 rebounds in a playoff game, along with Ron Harper, Brad Daugherty, Kevin Love, and LeBron James 37 times. Evan Mobley getting right back to the basket.
And I like when Mobley puts it on the floor, gets to the basket, uses that length to his advantage.
Harris with an early touch. Face up on Mobley. Reigning Defensive Player of the Year from last season. But the fade comes up short.
And he likes the turnaround jumper, but that was certainly a bit more degree of difficulty shot. Good defense there from Mobley.
The early drive again, and Mitchell will earn himself a trip.
It's noticed.
And the struggles continue. NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Were you guys curious why I said that?
Did we need a lesson on days?
No, it said Tuesday, and then I realized in my head, that's tomorrow.
It kind of felt like a Sunday, so I'm glad you clarified.
All right. I'm glad that you feel so comfortable with us that every day feels like Sunday. LeVert on the drive, and he has pulled off substantially from that wrap.